Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope this day finds everybody well in all your ways. Still thinking, sitting out here in nature. Such a beautiful day today. This is the day that the Lord has made. Huh? Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Because we could be dead and gone, resting in our graves, yes? But we're still here with another chance to do something that serves for a higher purpose. I was just looking at a little short video, and I know I have been called. And that's what I came to chat about. Bring you some food for thought. We have to allow things to sizzle in our spirit because we have been disconnected. We have been given a God that's separate from us. We have been told that God is coming back again. He's coming from the clouds. So if we say he's coming from somewhere else, that means he's not within us. We have not consciously connected with. We can't have the experience without God's Holy Spirit inside of us because that's how we live. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fears are gone. I'm glad I know who holds my future. And life is worth the living just because of the Holy Spirit. We've been programmed to say he, but the Holy Spirit is not a he or a she. It is a being, it is a vibration, it is an energy, it is an essence, you see, that connects us. We're connected spiritually, vibrationally, energetically. But the program and the narrative, he who holds the narrative holds the power. I want to chat about the chosen people, chosen. The Bible clearly speaks about a chosen people. You see, many are called, but few are chosen. So let's talk about chosen. If there are a chosen people, what are these people chosen to do? Why were these people chosen? Who are these chosen people? What are these chosen people supposed to be doing? Where are the chosen people? You see, when we ask the 5 questions, who, what, when, where, how, and why, we can get to the bottom of things. If there is a chosen people, what are we chosen to do? We're chosen to do something different. We're not going to be chosen to do what everybody else is doing. Many are called, but few are chosen. So we're chosen to do something different from what's going on. We're chosen to say different from what people are saying. We're chosen to do something different from what people are doing. You see? Because there is Satan and there is God. There is a godly divine energy, and there's a Satan satanic energy. And a lot of people have been programmed to behave satanic, devilish, wicked, and evil. And not enough people are being divine, godly, and loving. So we are called to raise the vibration. And we got to go against the grain to do that. See, we got to say something different. We are called, those who are called will know that they're called because they will not conform and comply. They will rebel. They will ask questions. You see? Those who conform and comply are not chosen. But we were chosen to wake you all up. To get to see things from a different perspective, you see? To look at it differently. To hear it differently. To sit with things. Chosen people are chosen to do something that is for a higher purpose, for a greater purpose, for God's will, not ours. When we pick up our cross and we follow the unknown source of all there is, and we connect to all there is, and we connect to the spiritual realm to guide us, that's how you know there is a God, because the people who are conforming and complying are doing something different. And what are you all doing? You're doing things man way. See, man has a system that's set up. God is spiritual. You see, anything is possible with God, with the Most High presence. You see, the supreme being. Anything is possible, but with man, everything is systematically done. You see, they're discovering things, they're inventing things. But then God, there's nothing new under the sun. They're just tapping in and turning on to something. But we were created to be creators. of something creative that helps this world evolve the mind, the heart, and the spirit. So we've chosen to do something different. And the difference is something that's better, something that's greater, something that's more loving, something that's more divine, something that's more united. Because we have been divided. We have been steered in a dark, wicked way down a dark path, a dead end road. We're chosen to say something different. You see, we're not going to say what people say to say. We're going to say what the Spirit leads us to say. And so you have to be spiritually connected. You have to be spiritually tuned into, turned on, and tapped into the greatness that's within you, the Spirit that's within you, the divine that's within you. And so you have to be more like God. Like the bracelet used to say, what would Jesus do? What would God do? God is love. The universe is harmonic. Nature is ever loving, you see. We have to turn in and tap onto the natural flow of life cycles, life's path, life's journey. You see, man is keeping us stuck and stagnant doing things that gives him power over another person, which makes him be your God if you give the power to man. And I'm talking about any man in your life, human, you see. But this teaching comes from the people who have been given a power position, you see. They've been given this position to empower, but they have abused it. They have misused it. So now, the chosen people are being woken up to be leaders, you see, to lead people to the light, to lead people to love, to lead people to unity. This is what man does not want. They're leading you to division, leading you to chaos, leading you to contrast, you see, division. So we have to decide what we want to do. Do we want to listen to chosen people? Because God is within us. And if we allow the God within us to shine from within, see, people are going to feel the presence of a person that's connected to God. People are going to hear the words that comes out of a person's mouth if they're connected to God. People's action will tell you if they're connected to God. God is love. So we have to look for that. Godly people, loving people. You see, people who are trying to unite us, people who are trying to empower us is what we have to look for. People who are dividing us, people who are causing contrast and division and opposition, they are the enemy. You see, they're not sent, they're not chosen, but they're trying to take a position that is not bringing us together. So it is up for us to open up our minds and see things for what they are, to stop the conforming and stop the complying. Be in the moment. Stop being distracted. Understand your mind, understand your heart and your spirit, because everything is connected. We are mirrors to each other, and we're showing each other how we are, whether we're godly or devilish, whether we are loving or we are not loving, whether we're trying to come together or whether we're trying to be separate. You see, we all are one. One. There's only one source, one intelligence, and one love, and we all are a part of it. You see? And so if I'm giving you have, and it helps you to be a better person, those are the type of people you want to have in your life. But if you have someone in your life who is just sucking the life force energy from you, depleting you, you see, keeping you in negative, low vibrational, stinking behaviors, you see, those are the people that you need to dismiss out of your life. Those are the people who are hurting this planet, you see. This is where the depopulation comes. This is where the rapture coming in. Anything that doesn't line up with harmony and goodwill toward man and raising the vibration to love on this planet must go. It must go. This planet must be in harmony in order for it to function. And if it's not in harmony and you don't line up with the harmony, the planet is not going to disappear. You're going to disappear. because we're here to grow and evolve. We're here and chosen to do something that serves for a higher purpose, not our purpose. You see, selfish gain, me, look at me, I. No, what we do, chosen people, we're doing it for other people. See, that's why we suffer and we sacrifice and we go through all kind of trials and tribulations to show the people, the masses, that there is a force that loves us unconditionally, looking out for our highest good. And that they're over there conforming and complying. And we're over here on a journey, most time by ourselves, sometimes with someone else. You see? And we have to meet people on our journey that sharpens us. As a matter of fact, I just ran to the store and the lady I didn't go to the Walmart. I went to the dollar store because I was walking and she asked me where I was going. So I got in the car and went to the dollar store. She was sent into my life, divine timing, to sharpen me, to continue on my day. You see, this is how we get sharpened, because we are trying to wake up the masses who are asleep, who are conforming and complying, who are having the spirit of fear, who are afraid to change. You see, who are afraid to think differently, who are afraid to say something differently, who are afraid to do something differently. We're trying to show people that they can do all things because we're just on a journey. We should not give power to anyone else ourselves. We should be empowering someone with the power, not giving it away so someone can tell us what to do with a life that they didn't give us. So again, the chosen people are called to help people expand their minds. The chosen people are called to energetically let people understand what love is, what God is. It's an essence. You see, it's a force. It is the source. Energetically, you will get what you need as you are journeying on this life. And when you are meant to be blessed by God in whatever way God chooses, that's when it will happen. And we're not on this journey to get blessings. We're on this journey. We said, I'll take the cross because I want to do something that serves for a higher purpose. Being human, of course, we want to be blessed. But if we don't get the blessing, that's not the reason why we're doing what we're doing. We don't want to see people suffer. We have deep love in our human life. And we don't want to see our loved ones and our friends and people that we know suffering at the hands of dark forces, demonic wickedness. You see? So we're trying to show people how these things are happening because we're not thinking for ourselves. We're not connected to love anymore. This is how they're able to do that. They put us in a state of being. They put us in a vibration that does not connect with the divine. It goes against divinity. It goes against natural. It goes against nature. It goes against the universal flow. It goes against harmony. That's what we're here to do, to show you the opposition and who is the opposition, who is the contrast. This is why we are on these platforms. And that's why they're taking down people like us, the chosen peoples, because we're not saying the narrative. We're doing something different. And in this planet, on this earth, they want you to conform and comply. And if you don't, then they try to take you out. But again, we can't have the spirit of fear. None of us leaving out of here alive. None of us. So that's why we don't need to have the spirit of fear. Fight until the end. Because what we do helps the future. See, we still have people that's here. They cannot take everybody out. Because they would be saying that they God. And we know that's a lie. God is a loving source, force, entity, energy, vibration. You see? The Most High is loving. The Most High is fair and just. So the Most High is not killing. We're doing it of our own free will, of the choices that we're making. You see? So stop being a follower and start being a leader. If you're called, answer the call and get on this side so that we can wake up God's children, you see, so that we can have peace on earth, goodwill toward men, so we can feel unity, togetherness, you understand? So we can hear love, see love, it takes us to do it energetically, spiritually. We have to be on one accord so that the universe can pick up our vibration, because we are spirits. That's what they're picking up, our spirit. So what type of spirit are you carrying? A evil spirit or a godly spirit, you see? A helpful spirit or a hurtful spirit? A giving spirit or a taking spirit? A lusty spirit or a sacred spirit? A greedy spirit or a selfless spirit? You see? Are you overindulging or are you doing things in balance spiritually? That's what we have to understand. Somebody is taking us off our balance spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. We have to line up our mind, spirit, to be in harmony for the universe to pick us up. And that's why they keep us distracted. That's why they give us all of the foolery and the bifoolery, entertainment, and selling this and selling that, and this next sandwich and that next sandwich. They're keeping us scattered energetically. And we're not lined up mind, heart, and soul. We're not on one accord. We're not in unity. So we are chosen to wake you up, to think out of the box, to stop conforming and complying. It is okay to be self-sufficient. It's okay to be independent in your thinking and in your being and in your doing. But when it comes to togetherness, we will know with that independence that we must come together to make it work. See, you can be independent, but then you can be a unity. You know, you could be a whole, but you have to know yourself first before you can know who you're going to interact with, who is good and who is bad. You see, who is godly and who is not godly. You have to know that within yourself. You have to know that yourself, because that's where the as within, so without comes in. And so this journey is very challenging because we're learning more about being divine, you see, and trusting the unknown. This is why the challenges come to us, because we're trusting ourselves, the compass within us. And then the thing that's outside of us is trying to make us doubt what we know internally. The greatness is within us. The Spirit, the Holy Spirit lives within us. The spark of light is within us. The life force energy is within us. So anything that does not line up with that will try to keep you off the rocker, making you look outside of yourself for something when everything that you need is within. So we are chosen. Chosen people are chosen for a reason. They're chosen to do something different. They're chosen to say something different. You see? They're chosen to be different. But their difference is to make you all see how we have been put to sleep, how we have been disconnected from godliness, from loving, from divinity. And we have to get back to it, how we have been unbalanced, feminine and masculine energy within each individual. The masculinity is the protector. The feminine is the nurturer, but we have to protect our own selves and nurture our own selves first. We have to know how to do it first within ourselves to understand how to do it outside of ourselves, because everybody has been taught something differently. Everybody has been raised differently. So if we love the self, love the God within us, know the self, you see, then we can do our job. We chosen to do something for a greater purpose, a higher purpose, because we can't keep nothing here that we're trying to accumulate, spinning around on this hamster wheel. But we are sent here to experience being human, you see, but not to get caught up in being human, because the humanness has to come to an end. And we have to go back to the spiritual realm, you see, and journey on after learning human lessons. So we chose to do something that's greater. So the chosen people got to get out of being caught up in the world and the things of the world and the people in this world, you see, to keep doing what they're doing. We can't be attached to nothing, because we call for a greater purpose, a higher purpose that requires us not to be attached, but sheep doing what spirit leads us to do, wherever it leads us to do it, and whoever it leads us to do it with. You see, it's a spiritual journey that we're all on, to do something that serves for all of us. So chosen people are chosen for a reason. And that reason is to do something for a greater and higher purpose that serves for the masses of people. And they have to do something different if they're chosen. They're not going to do what the masses doing because they're here to wake up the masses. So let this sizzle in your spirit. Take what you need and leave what you don't. But just don't shoot a messenger who trying to wake you up. It's time to wake up and evolve and expand our mind, our heart, and renew our spirits. And take back our power and take back our divinity and close out this wickedness, shut out this wickedness, turn off this wickedness, and shine our light that's within us. Yes, I love y'all. Namaste.